haven't returned any.
You are gay!
Hey Dad,
hey Dad, how are you? I just got back from the gym, you know, I was like getting yoked and looking at some nice titties, and I really like beer, and yeah bro.
I'm in a house full of bisexuals. There's a half and half in that room and an Arnold Palmer in this one. Hey, you're valid and I love you. Who are you?
I wanted to get a vaginoplasty for a while, and I went to the doctor, and he was telling me I'd have to get all the hair on my removed with lasers, right? Because they're gonna use that skin as the inside of the vagina, and if I don't get that hair removed, I'm gonna have one swampy pussy, right? It's gonna be bad news bears. There's gonna be cum dingleberries caught in there, right? It's gonna look like the bramble patch from Splash Mountain, you know what I mean? Vines and thorns and shit. Scared pedestrians. So my ball size directly proportional to my vagina depth, like an algebra equation at the most progressive high school ever. Holy shit. So I had like a weird macho bro-y moment with my doctor when he was checking out my junk to see how deep I was gonna be. He was like, the normal depth is 5.5 inches, and looks like you're gonna have about that. Fuck you, doc, I'm gonna have the deepest puss on the block. Yes. My puss is gonna be so deep, Werner Herzog's gonna be like, man, that's deep. I told that bit a while ago, and a very cis, very straight dude walked up to me afterwards, and he was like, so they're gonna use your ball skin for your vagina skin. Does that mean when you go in cold water, your puss is gonna shrink? And I was so upset that I wasn't the one who came up with that, right? What a line.
Welcome to Mask Zone, the most controversially masculine place on TikTok. Today on Mask Zone, we present to you a hot, controversial, spicy man opinion. Shout out to Fly Day Chinatown. Here's their controversially masculine opinion. You can't be a real man if you don't kiss men. That's the manliest form of expression. Fact! There is nothing more masculine, purely masculine, than two men locking lips. In fact, I have a boyfriend and we lock lips all the time. That's how you know I'm fit to run this show, because I know what I'm talking about.
Hello, I am the boyfriend. You can tell that I am a different person because I do not have glasses, and I have facial hair, and a deeper voice, and different accessories. It is true that the host of Mask Zone is qualified to be the host of Mask Zone. He is the manliest. He and I kiss all the time. We cuddle super hard, constantly.
So there you have it, folks. You can leave your controversially masculine opinions in the comments or in the Q&A section on my profile. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Mask Zone.
Misa, do you think they can tell I don't have a boyfriend? Do you think they're gonna cancel me for lying about my man credentials?
Any thoughts on who the demon twink is?
Demon twink.
I don't know any twinks, but y'all better not talk about my
I was
sweet little
thinking, I
knives.
don't know, maybe somebody from a Korean rock group.
Korean?
Or maybe Nick Jonas.
Oh, please, he's married.
No.
I don't think Nick
No.
Jonas is a
Oh, I
twink.
know
He
he's
doesn't-
not.
he's like
No,
that.
no, they
He's
say
like he
past
is a
that.
twink.
He looks like he's young enough to be a twink.
No, he's
looking to
not.
me.
He's not young enough
Well,
to be a
you-
twink.
How
To
old
an
is he?
old
Probably
guy, I
30s or
guess
40s.
anyone
He's in his
under 50 would be a twink.
To an extra old gay.
Good Lord, Bill.
There are 4 types of gay people in this world. There's camp. There's bimbo. There's destruction. And then there's just gay.
Hi, I'm a cis woman at the grocery store, and we're strangers, but I just need to know, as a mom, do you have Peepus or Varguba?
Can you believe that there are some people who are like gay unironically? Cole, you're a non-binary trans lesbian. Please stop making these jokes. Whoa, that's pretty gay.
Here comes the hello. Welcome. There you are.
Hey, gay people. Are you gay? I am.
And I will never say I'm the G word. I won't. I'm not identifying with anything to be that's part of the LGBT or the rainbow cult. I'm not. I'm an individual. Don't put a label on me. Remember when it was cool when people didn't have labels? Remember that was like the in thing?
Shit, I forgot my masks in the car. Come on. Finally, a gender identity that fits me. Omen. My gender is a dire warning. It's true. Are you watching that show just because it has lesbians in it? No. Hey, beauty, how are you? She's in the bathroom. This is her boyfriend. What do you want? Hey, handsome, how are you? I'm gonna do what's called a pro-bisexual move. Attention all homophobic idiots. If you're not attracted to straight women, then you're probably not attractive to gay men. You can unclench now.
Are you or a loved one a 90s kid who stuck your fingers in a water snake and now you're gay? You may be entitled to financial compensation. This is Charlie James, former comedian, current homosexual. They lost their virginity at the age of 15 when they thought, oh hey, this feels exactly like a water snake, pretty much, you know, minus, I mean, it's like there's owners and operators of the water snake from the years 1990 to 2005 have experienced symptoms such as pinky rings, a desire to own a motorcycle, nightmares featuring Ani DeFranco, celebrity chef Anne Burrell hair, and Carhartt ass. To join the millions of Americans in the class action lawsuit against Water Snake, simply call the number at the bottom of your screen and tell them you're gay.
He has elaborate bullshit ideas every 10 seconds. Hey Teddy, let's doorbell ding dong ditch. You 36!
Who's next? Looks like Miss Jessica's next. Okay, you must be blind. There's no Jessica here. Yeah, she's right over there, dude. That's a man. Miss Jessica is a woman. I hate to break this to you, but he's pretending to be a woman just like you're pretending to be a man. Misha, can you please take Miss Jessica? Ivy, let's go to the back, bud. What do you want? What the fuck is your problem with trans people? It just goes against everything that I believe, so I'm sorry, you'll never be a man, and that thing will never be a woman. First of all, Miss Jessica is a woman. Okay? First of all, he has fucking stubble. Maybe he should fucking shave. She's a woman. She's a fucking T-slur. She is a woman. She's more of a woman than you fucking ever will be. You leathery-faced, see you next Tuesday. You need to leave now, and I will call your people for the rest of the fucking day. So you're sending me home because I won't fucking take him. I'm sending you home because you're being discriminatory against somebody. We don't do that shit here. She is a woman. And like I said, she'll be more of a woman than you ever will be. You're gonna have fun talking to my lawyers.
Bring it, bitch.
Now tell me, does she look like she's into me, or does she just want me to go over there to sample some of her delicious chicken nuggets? Candace, her job is to get you over there so you'll buy some chicken nuggets. She probably makes commission. What if I walked up to her and I was like, hey girl, can I buy all of your chicken nuggets? Candace, that's 25 boxes of nuggets. And I would eat all 25 boxes off her titties if she told me I could. Ew, Candace, that's nasty. That's too much chicken. And this is a farmer's market, so it's fancy chicken for a fancy price. You got fancy chicken money? For her, I do. She's the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. You say that about every woman who looks like you. Excuse me? Candace, you are attracted to women who look like you. Wait, are you serious? Yeah, if I'm being honest, sometimes I wonder if you're a lesbian or if you're just a narcissist. Damn it, Kyle, this is 2021. Women can be both. I don't know if narcissism should be claimed as a step forward by any community. You're thinking way too hard, Kyle. You're getting distracted from the task at hand, which is that fine-ass woman who happens to look like me over there sampling some chicken.
Does top surgery hurt? Hi, Dr. Tony here. Let's talk about pain after top surgery. You know, a lot of patients are really concerned that everything is going to hurt. Like when the drains come out, it's going to hurt. When the nipple graft dressings come out, it's going to hurt. And I have to say, a lot of it is probably, let's say, procedure and technique related. Our patients wake up and they have no pain because we use liposuction to sculpt the masculine chest. It's necessary to remove the fat in the armpit, and it's necessary to actually create this shape of the chest. If you have the standard traditional mastectomy where no local anesthetic is used, well, yes, it will hurt. But when we use liposculpture, we infuse this wonderful fluid called tumescent fluid. Basically, it stops the bleeding and it stops the pain. And it lasts for hours. So my patients have very little anesthesia from our anesthetist, and they're numb for several hours afterwards. And in fact, I would say 99% of my patients wake up and they don't feel any pain. They just feel a little groggy. Removal of drains will be a function of what kind of drains you have. If you have the typical, what we call Jackson Pratt or suction drains, the drain is a little bit bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, and when you pull it out, you go from thin to wide, and it hurts. We use gravity drains, which are made up of little Penrose, very soft drains. They don't hurt when they come out. A little snip of the stitch, the drain just slides right out, and patients are amazed. No pain. If a 1 on a scale from 1 to 10 is a little mosquito bite, and a 10 is a Wolverine attack, yeah, real maul by a Wolverine, I would say top surgery is probably in the 3, maybe 4 range. Yes, there is discomfort, but it's not excruciating pain. Maybe all you need is Tylenol.
It's time for Would That Harry Potter Character Do Gay Stuff? Part 3. I took women's studies in college, so I can say with 100% confidence that Professor Trelawney exclusively does gay stuff. Straight sub with a foot fetish. So Draco is gay, and not only that, but he's the mean, bleached blonde twink who complains about women being in gay bars. Charlie just wants to be left alone with his dragons. That's strong ace culture. Colin is that gay teacher's pet who loves school and now has a severe anxiety disorder. I don't know, journaling is pretty gay. Also, like 8-year-old me wanted this man to bury his basilisk so deep into my chamber of secrets I cannot tell you. Movie Ginny was barely a person, but Book Ginny definitely did buy stuff with Luna Lovegood. Majestic lesbian.
What? What was that? Oh, you're sad and depressed all the time? Kinda sounds like you're a bottom to your own thoughts. Yeah, think about that one. You're really gonna sit there and take it from your own self? Not gonna lie, bro. That sounds pretty submissive.
Ba, are you gay?
Huh?
Are you gay?
Get the fuck out of here. I ain't fucking good. My boyfriend is. What's wrong with you?
Tony.
Slay! Slay!
I understand you are fighting over the custody of 4 ferns and 3 succulents, is that correct? I understand, Miss Williams, that you would like full custody because you bought the plants. Miss Welsh, you opposed this because you took care of the plants for the majority of your relationship. Williams, where were you on the day of June 3rd, 14th, and 18th? According to Mrs. Welsh, those were your days to feed the plants, and your tomatoes bear no fruit. Settle down, besties. I do know this is an emotional case, but for the best interest of the plants, I'm granting full custody to Miss Welsh. Next case, please. So you, Miss Johnson, are petitioning to ban and bar your ex-girlfriend here from listening to the music you introduced her to during the span of your relationship. Davids, aside from the point that it's embarrassing that you didn't know who Queen was, I do have to say there's no legal precedent. However, Miss Johnson, I do give you the legal permission to block them from your Spotify and Apple Music if you use such things. Next case, please. So from what I understand, Miss Baloney, you want to get a restraining order against your current partner because they have a Capricorn Mars? Is it or is it not true, Miss Baloney, that you have a Cancer Mars? Quiet, settle down. Aside from the obvious that these two signs are incredibly compatible, why? Well, you've been dating for 2 months, you live together and share a cat, and you didn't know their Mars placement. The most anti-lesbian case I've ever handled, and therefore I will be settling this with 17 years of community service at the Astrology Help Center, where you will both learn your lesson.
But you don't look gay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just...
Trans mask? No, I'm trans femme.
Damn. New bottom surgery just dropped?
My name is Dr. Eric Cervini. I have a PhD in queer history, and I wanted to tell y'all about a third gender identity in Mexico called Mushe.
Queer glossary. Mushe.
In the 70s, they did a study in southern Mexico and found that 6% of one indigenous village identified as third gender, or Mushe. There are a few different explanations for why Mushe are so common in the area. According to one Zapotecan myth, the patron saint San Vicente was given 3 sacks. One with women, one with men, and the other with Mushe. His plan was to distribute them equally around the world. But when he got to the Juchitán region of southern Mexico, the sack containing Mushe ripped open and spilled out. Mushe are highly respected in their communities and play a really important role in preserving their culture. In the 1970s, a group of friends founded the first known Mushe group, Las Intrépidas. They host a festival each year called La Vela de las Intrépidas, where they crown one Mushe a queen. The festival is so popular, it's become a major tourist attraction. Some even call the Juchitán region of southern Mexico a queer paradise. It's a great reminder of how beautiful life can be outside the constraints of the gender binary.
Hi, it's Blue Jay Walker here. You've been sent this video for a reason. Don't click away. There's a message that needs to be delivered. So, the person who sent you this video doesn't exactly know how to broach the subject, but they're excited to talk about it with you. A thing that you assumed about that person may not actually have been what that person was. They're a member of a crime organization, the Alphabet Mafia. They do things. He or she, they, it, them. They might be a little fluid. They're a little curvy. They're spaghetti after it's been in the water, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure what they are. This is more just to kind of open up the conversation a bit for you. Maybe ask them, hey, I heard that there's a room in your room, a smaller room, they call a closet. Are you out of the closet? They're coming out of the closet.
Today's gender is no thank you. You can fuck right off with that nonsense. No. Oh, and our pronouns are... Hi, Kathy.
What is the perfect age to have top surgery? My youngest patient was 15 and my oldest patient was 74. So what makes it ideal? Well, perhaps what makes it ideal is patient's state of mind. My 14-year-old identified very, very young that he was trans. When I say young, I'm talking about 5 to 6 years of age, and was referred to me from Children's Hospital. My 74-year-old patient always felt comfortable in his own skin. Took testosterone, was fine, binded for many, many, many years, and then finally, at 74, he decided to come in and have top surgery. I had to ask, what took him so long? And he said, next year, we're planning to go to Hawaii, and I don't want to have to wear a shirt on the beach. And I was going, and it took you 70 years to get to Hawaii? And we laughed a little bit about it. At the end of the day, top surgery is elective. And when should you have it? It's when it's right for you.
Welcome to Zodiacs with Zane. I am Zane, a 100% legitimate cosmetologist. Cosmonaut astrologist. Yes, and here are your horoscopes for the week. Be wary of hepatitis C. It's a serious problem. Do the milk cart challenge on Tuesday. Venus will be in menopause and you will find balance. You be wild this week. Buy that top. Take an extra Xanny. Commit voter fraud. Text your ex this week. The results might surprise you. Also, let me know how it goes. I'm so bored. I've never heard of this one. You are gay. This is your week to get peed on, girl boss. That special someone likes you or they don't. Ooh. Oh, no thank you. I don't like aquariums. One time a dolphin bit my fingy.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a
I wanted to get a vaginoplasty for a while, and I went to the doctor, and he was telling me I'd have to get all the hair on my removed with lasers, right? Because they're gonna use that skin as the inside of the vagina, and if I don't get that hair removed, I'm gonna have one swampy pussy, right? It's gonna be bad news bears. It's gonna be cum dingleberries caught in there, right? It's gonna look like the bramble patch from Splash Mountain, you know what I mean? Vines and thorns and shit. Scared pedestrians. I'm going. So my ball size directly proportional to my vagina depth, like an algebra equation at the most progressive high school ever. Holy shit. So I had like a weird macho bro-y moment with my doctor when he was checking out my junk to see how deep I was gonna be. He was like, the normal depth is 5.5 inches, and looks like you're gonna have about that. Fuck you, doc, I'm gonna have the deepest puss on the block. Yes! My puss is gonna be so deep, Werner Herzog's gonna be like, man, that's deep. I told that bit a while ago, and a very cis, very straight dude walked up to me afterwards, and he was like, so they're gonna use your ball skin for your vagina skin. Does that mean when you go in cold water, your puss is gonna shrink? And I was so upset that I wasn't the one who came up with that, right? What a line.
This is the story of how Jeff Probst, the host of Survivor, absolutely roasted a man on national television. Quick little content warning for transphobia, particularly the sentiment that being trans is deceptive. It is Tribal Council of Season 34, Episode 6, and contestant Jeff Varner is on the chopping block to be voted out. Now, when you're in that position, you will do anything to try to get that heat off of you, including but not limited to getting that heat onto somebody else. Varner tried to convince his teammates to vote out contestant Zeke Smith, saying, quote, Zeke's not being truthful. I know something about Zeke that none of them know. This is not the guy you think he is. When pressed, he continued, there's more. Why haven't you told anyone you're transgender? There was a pause, then he continued, what I'm showing here is a deception. Jeff Probst, who usually has an air of questioning neutrality about him, was a little bit less neutral this time.
Jeff, when you say that by revealing that Zeke is transgender, you're proving that he's deceptive.
I'm not saying, Jeff, that transgender people are deceptive.
No, you're saying by him not revealing it, that he's capable of deception. That is a giant leap of logic. Do you honestly not see that? But Jeff, you can't have it both ways. You can't say on one hand that the reason I'm telling people is to prove that he's capable of deception, and then immediately say he was out and proud of it. Both can't exist. Is it starting to hit you, the gravity, that you didn't just tell 6 people? You told millions of people. Is that what's happening?
I support you.
Jeff, you can't unring the bell. Well, I think I know the answer to this question, but there's no question who's going home tonight, right?
No, sure.
Zeke?
No.
Debbie?
No.
Sarah?
No.
Ty? No. Ozzy? Andrea? It's Vard.
Doesn't even do a vote. It just say
We don't need to vote. Just grab your torch.
just grab your torch. Plus, not only did Jeff Probst and the rest of the Survivor producers work with Zeke and GLADD's transgender media program for several months in order to figure out the best way to give Zeke control over his story once all of this happened, they also paid for Zeke to go see a therapist to unpack everything that had just happened. He was active and directly vocal in the moment, and he did the work off camera. Good job, cis ally Jeff Probst.
Meow.